So welcome to Film School 101 with the one and only Former-Serrano, the expert at everything camera, the most famous person in the world. Okay, I lied. I'm actually a sophomore at Ball State. I'm in my second year I'm here for film production. That's not what we're here for today. We're here to specifically talk about how to operate the Sony Z150 and how to set up a tripod for it as well. This is like a beginner-friendly tutorial. It mixes some basic knowledge on just how to use a camera in general and how to set up a tripod. So today I'd like to cover a little bit of the basics of the camera. We're going to go along the parts of the camera, and then I'm going to show you how to set up the tripod, and then I'm going to show you how to put the camera on the tripod and how to record. And we're also going to probably do a little bit of quality of life features because cameras are stupid, respectfully. They should not be allowed to do their own thing. We control them with our creative endeavors.
So what you're gonna need is a camera, tripod, battery, and an SD card that will allow you to record onto.
So once you have your tripod, time to set it up. So first start off loosening your legs and set it to whatever appropriate height is needed for you. And then, once they're fully extended, tighten them. Now that they're tightened, set up your tripod base by moving the legs out into a full triangle and pushing down on this thing in the middle. Now you have your tripod set up, and if you need to, you have these ones that are right up here on top. You can unloosen these and then raise the tripod even higher. Tighten those, and boom. That is how you set up a tripod. Now, let's put the camera on top. So now that you have your tripod set up, let's mount the actual camera to it. First order of business, there is a knob right here, right? That is how you're going to tighten the camera onto the actual frame. There is a plate on the bottom of the camera. You simply hold this button down, and from the back, you slide it in, push it all the way until it's nice and centered. And let's go back to this side. You are going to want to tighten this knob, and now this camera is not going to fall off. Next, let me explain the knobs. This knob on the top, when you turn it to the left, you can tilt the camera up and down. This knob on the bottom, when you loosen it to the left, you can pan the camera left and right. And this is your pan handle right here. This is just making it a little bit easier to pan and tilt. And as well, there is a bubble level, which is controlled from down here. You see where my hand's at? There is a knob. So you loosen it, and there is a bubble with a circle, and this bubble wants to be inside the circle so that we know that the camera is completely level. And boom, you set up the camera. Now you know some techniques. How do we turn it on and operate it? I got you. You're gonna want to record now. Oh, this is the fun. This is the meat and bones of it all. You're gonna need your battery and an SD card to be able to record. First of all, on the back here, you're gonna be able to see this is where the battery is housed at. There is an arrow on the battery. Make sure it points down at the ground. Now, what you're gonna do is grab the bottom and top of your battery, push it all the way to the back, and slowly push down until you hear a click. Once it's clicked in there, next you're gonna take your SD card, and you're gonna want the metallic part on the back to be facing away from the camera. Now once you have it in the slot, you're gonna slowly push it until you hear another click. Close it up. When you open your viewfinder, this is what's gonna show you all the imagery that you need. Everything the camera sees is what you're gonna see on the digital. All right, so now to get into the actual part of recording, you're gonna wanna push the power button forward. Boom, the camera is on. Well, what now? Now you just set up these 3 rings to your liking, and then you're gonna press one of the 2 buttons to record. There's a record button right here on the right-hand side of the camera, and one located right on the top next to the zoom. So after you finish recording, you're gonna close your viewfinder. You're gonna push the power back. When you open your SD slot, you're gonna push the SD card back into the slot until it releases itself. Take that bad boy out, and then once you want to take out the battery, all you have to do is hold the battery release button that's right above the battery and push up and pull the battery out. And boom shakalaka, you just recorded. Congrats. Congratulations. I've taught you all that you need to know for the basics of filming. We learned the parts of the camera, we learned how to set up a tripod, we learned what we need to actually turn on the camera and film onto it, and as well as some of the little additional features on the camera. This definitely provided you the basic understanding. And have some fun. Rules are meant to be broken. Anyways, fly high, my little birdies, and film on.